Gyroscope. Gyroscope basically lies on a gimbal, and its properties are rigidity and precision. Rigidity is nothing but being in a fixed position unless an external force acts upon it. If there is no external force, it stays in its position. That is rigidity. Precision is nothing but change in angular direction when applying some force. If we apply some force to a rotating wheel, the force shifts to 90 degrees and then the body changes its angular direction. After 90 degrees, it changes its angular direction. So, rotating body shifts 90 degrees ahead under the force. Now, again, gyroscope are of two types, electrically driven and vacuum driven. We use electrically driven. It is way more better when compared to vacuum driven. Now, we have 6 kinds of gyros. They are tide gyro, earth gyro, rate gyro, inertial navigation system, and we have inertial reference system, and then we have space gyro. Out of all these, first 3 were similar because first 3 were one kind and the other 2 were other kind. Space gyro is not that important. First of all, let us see the difference between first 3 gyros. Tide gyro, earth gyro, rate gyro. Tide gyro is found in directional gyro indicator. This is an instrument again. And earth gyro is found in artificial horizon. This is also an instrument. Rate gyro can be found in turn and slip indicator. These are the devices used for these kinds of gyros. Tide gyro, directional gyro indicator with RPM 12,000, and it lies on a horizontal axis, and freedom of planes are 3 and freedom of precision are 2. Freedom of movement are 2, but freedom of planes are 3. Then earth gyro, artificial horizon with a RPM of 15,000, and it lies on a vertical axis. This is the only gyro which lies on a vertical axis with freedom of planes 2 and freedom of precision 1. And then we have rate gyro, which can be seen in turn and slip indicator with 4,500 RPM, lying on a horizontal axis with freedom of plane 1, and there is no freedom of precision. Then we have gyro wonders. What is gyro wonder? Wonder means shifting from chosen direction, changing its direction from the required one. Now, gyro wonders are of 2 types, real wonder, apparent wonder. Real wonder can be due to manufacturers itself, and apparent wonder is again divided into 2 types, apparent drift and apparent topple. Topple. Now, drift happens in horizontal plane and topple happens in vertical plane. Drift. The difference between these two is apparent drift. We have a formula for drift, 15 into sine latitude per hour, and for topple 15 into cos latitude per hour. Now, when we are in the northern hemisphere, towards the east the drift decreases, but towards the west the drift increases, and drift is maximum near poles at 15 degrees and minimum at equator, and vice versa for topple, maximum at equator, topple is maximum at equator, minimum at poles. This is the basic of gyros. Now further we are going to learn about DGI, AH, and turn and slip indicator, inertial navigation system, and inertial reference system as well. Okay, thank you.